I already posted a video about my top contract relationship in Chinese dramas. And now we will talk about contract marriage. This troupe generally happens when both leads have their own personal reasons to enter a contract, whether because of their family, money, or just because a certain situation forced them. I really like how the main leads fall for each other in the middle of a pretend marriage. So in this video, I will list my top 20 contract marriage Chinese dramas as of September 2023. Number 1. Unforgettable Love. The drama revolves around the male lead, a CEO and a single father, and the female lead, a child psychologist. One day, they meet each other because of his son, and seeing how readily his son takes the female lead as his own mother, he coerces her into a contract to be a pretend mother and wife. Number 2. Please Be My Family. The female lead needs to secure a planning project to pay for her daughter's surgical fees. In order to do that, she relentlessly pursues the male lead, who is the boss of the project. In the process, he notices that the female lead is wearing a brooch identical to the one his son has. And now, he gradually confirms the relationship between their kids. In order to provide a complete family for the two children, the male lead proposes to the female lead, and the two of them venture into marriage with an uncertain future. Number 3. Love Starts from Marriage Season 2. To take over her family business, the female lead must wed into the Gu family. Everybody expects her to marry the older brother, but after meeting the younger brother, she decides to change her mind. After entering a contract marriage, the two start their intriguing cohabitation and unintentionally fall in love. But as fate would have it, the two are connected by an incident that happened 5 years earlier. Number 4. Well-Intended Love. In order to receive a bone marrow transplant quickly in order to continue her career, the female lead, who is a third-rate actress with leukemia, enters into a secret marriage with the male lead, a company CEO. Despite the conspiracies and misunderstandings they experience, the two manage to find true love. Number 5. Perfect and Casual. After a contentious first encounter in which the female lead criticized the very picky male lead, she was surprised to learn that he was her university lecturer. However, through a series of coincidental encounters, the two agreed to engage in a contractual marriage, and two decided to get into a contractual marriage. Number 6. Begin Again. The story starts with the female lead, a CEO. Nearing her 30s, she surrenders to family pressures and decides she desperately needs a husband with whom she will have a kid. Coincidentally, she meets the male lead, a surgeon. She schemes her way into his life, and they finally get married. Eventually, the female lead comes to understand her mistakes and makes an effort to change. However, keeping a marriage is not as easy as it seems. Number 7. Hello, Mr. Gu. The male character, a CEO with a phobia of crowds, enters a contractual marriage with the female lead, a Pooh heiress. They initially butt heads since they have different personalities, but with time, they grew to trust one another. As they fall in love, these imperfect souls help each other. Number 8. Once We Get Married. The female lead is a fashion shopper who manages a small online shop and buys Alex's custom wedding gowns for her customers. She meets the male lead, who arrived to negotiate business cooperation with Alex at a private reception. An incident occurs, leading them to temporarily maintain a contract marriage relationship for a win-win situation pertaining to Alex. In this contractual marriage, the two individuals with opposing characteristics gradually fall in love. Number 9. Love and Time. The female lead finds herself unexpectedly in the middle of a family inheritance struggle, which may put an end to her hopes of becoming a successful novelist. As a result, she finds herself turning to the last person she ever intended to see, the male lead, a former high school bully who is now the CEO of a successful investment company. Fortunately, he also finds himself in desperate need of a wife. Agreeing to help each other out, they sign a marriage contract. Number 10. Please Love Me. The female lead, a manicurist, and the male lead, a popular idol, cross paths due to a plot around the Kenneth Camry incident. To deal with the situation, they signed a marriage contract. And now, from strangers who wanted nothing to do with each other, the fake married couple eventually developed real feelings. But news of their arrangement got out to the public. Number 11. Midsummer is Full of Love. The female lead dreams of becoming a successful songwriter. However, as a result of two of her friends' misguided intervention, she has to move out of her house. Fate intervenes, and her path crosses with the male lead, a pop superstar. A certain situation forced two of them to live in the same house temporarily. They first appear to have no chance of getting along because of how opposite their personalities are. But with time, they develop feelings for one another. Number 12. Pretty Man. It tells the love story of the two main leads spanning 13 years. They first met in school and afterward drifted apart once more because of certain misunderstandings. Now the male lead is the untouchable king of the entertainment industry, while the female lead is a rookie in the same industry. They cross paths again, thanks to fate, and the female lead ends up becoming his fake wife. Number 13. Better a lie than a truth. In order to get promoted, the female lead was assigned to interview the male lead, who is now the CEO of a large business group. However, she discovers that the person she must interview is none other than her former classmate. On the day they meet, after the female lead is tricked into drinking and the male lead also accidentally drinks, they somehow end up waking up in the same bed the following morning. She then blackmails him into pretending to be her fiancé so she can appease her family, and the two end up having to marry and live together. Number 14. Best Lover. The female lead comes from a wealthy family and is an arrogant top star, while the male lead comes from a poor background and through hard work becomes a top star. These two enter into a fake marriage with their own hidden motives, and through their efforts to defend their fake marriage in public, they come to understand each other's struggles and vulnerabilities and ultimately end up together. Number 15. Trial Marriage. Two well-known figures in the real estate business agree to get engaged for 99 days in order to resolve a crisis. One is the tyrannical female CEO, and the other is just a puppet executive. Soon enough, what was purely business has quickly developed into a true relationship. Number 16. Personal assistant of female president. The male lead is a special forces agent who marries the female lead, yet their marriage is only a cover to better shield her from assassination attempts. Number 17. A love journal. Because their parents pushed them to get married, the main couple went from being high school friends to a contractual couple. While living together, they gradually fell in love with each other but found that the other party was actually a business rival. Number 18. Next time, Together Forever. The female lead, a doctor, is in a hurry to get married and have children due to a hereditary disease. On the other hand, the male lead, a CEO, had two unsuccessful marriages and is currently going through a crisis at work. To save his company, he is being forced to marry. Thereupon, he enters into a contract marriage with the female lead, who is his neighbor. Number 19. Shook and Peach Blossom. The male lead is a salesman who dreams of becoming a designer. After entering into a contract marriage with the female lead, a lady from rich family, he finds himself facing all sorts of troubles. His steely mother-in-law, a childhood sweetheart who has come to find fault, and a father-in-law who appears to be neither friend nor foe are all people he must cope with. As they become too mired in their lies, the two begin to experience genuine feelings. Number 20. Wedding Party. The female lead learns that her boyfriend had an affair with her younger stepsister and that her mother was pushed down the stairs by her stepfather with the intention of killing her. She then makes a promise to reclaim everything that is rightfully hers. The male lead then appears and offers a contract marriage, promising to end all of her problems if she were to agree. On the surface, it seems like she got the better deal out of this contract as she is able to use this opportunity to take revenge. The male lead, though, is also hiding a motive for entering this marriage. And that's my top 20 contract marriage Chinese dramas as of September 2023. Thank you for watching.